Hello everyone, this is Will here, also known as Wackadoo on Xbox Live and YouTube obviously. And today I'm going to start off with this new series I come up with. I wanted to do this series all the way back in Modern Warfare 3, but I held off because when I thought of it, it was almost towards like the mid towards the end of Modern Warfare 3, so I didn't think people would be really interested in actually having what is called a Domination Breakdown. Whereas now, I think it's the right time because people that have had the game since November, people that have got it for Christmas, this is roughly the time now where people are starting to really get into grips with Black Ops 2. So having sort of a Domination Breakdown series, which I wanted to do ages ago, I think fits this time period now. So this isn't like a map breakdown as such. Now the videos I'm going to be producing are going to be map specific. So the first one that you're going to see is actually Aftermath, and I'm going to go through them all. I'm going to be mentioning a number of things to do with these map breakdowns. So let me just go over what you can sort of expect from all of this. So start off with it'll be spawn routes. So we'll talk about opening spawn routes, opening tactics. What can you do to make sure you can get the heads up on the enemy team straight away? Whether it be capturing B straight away or locking down certain areas over towards the B flag. And we're going to look at that, and we're going to have an objective perspective on this. And then we're going to do that from both sides, like A side from A and then from C. Have a couple of routes, it depends on the map positions, etc. And then we're going to go over things like capture spots and tactics for capturing flags. So there's some good capture spots here on this game. Some of them you might not see on some maps, but there's a number of them on many other maps. And I want to share them with you, and it makes capturing flags a lot easier. Then we're going to go over defensive things like nade spots. What kind of nade spots can you use to stop people getting to the flag, or capturing the flags, should I say. So that they are very useful again. Then we're going to go over, and this is one of the biggest parts, in map control. And with map control, it's talking about positions depending on which side you're coming from. Going to talk about what kind of classes you should be using in certain areas of the map, whether you need certain equipment or not, and you know, things like that. It's going to be a total in-depth look at, or a total breakdown of Domination and how to effectively play it. And that's only a couple things to mention. I mean, I'm thinking of putting a couple more things in to, you know, do this Domination Breakdown series. And give me some feedback on what you've just heard there. I mean, do you think there's something else I could add in? You know, just leave that in the comments and let me know. But this video is just going to cover the basics. Now, this is not going to be like episode 1 or anything. This is just going to be titled Domination Breakdown, the basics. And this is just general things you need to know about Domination before we start getting into map breakdowns. Because if you don't know anything to do with like Domination, there's no point watching breakdowns of every map. So, first thing, and this is important, and it is the most important thing in probably the whole list. Always play the objective and always play to win. This is something I don't see a lot happening in COD, which is the reason why I wanted to do this series, because back in Modern Warfare 3, and it's still the same in Black Ops 2, people just don't seem to play the objective. They don't want to win, they just want to go for an amazing amount of kills or something absolutely crazy. So this is all about the objective. And it's always good to play the objective, and the idea is to win the game, and this is what this series is about. And a side note on that, this series is not about your KD ratio or how many kills you can get in a domination match. That doesn't matter. If you come here for, you know, domination tactics and stuff, this is not going to be one of those videos where, oh, I could do this and I could get a crap ton of kills here, or my KD could go up so far if I just use this tactic. No, this series is not about KD tactics. It's about playing the objective. Now, whether you get a good KD in the process or not is a different story. I mean, if you use these tactics effectively, yeah, you could get a good KD, but that's not the focus of this. Secondly, to play Domination, you need teamwork. Teamwork is absolutely important. Whether it be you only have a couple of people in your team or you have a full team, teamwork is needed. Things like call outs. If you know someone's there, call them out to your team. Tell your team, okay, this player is over in this part of the map or that part of the map. So then your team know that they're there, so you can either take them out or do whatever you can, and then focus on the objective. You need to work as a team, which also comes into communication. Communication is key, and this is where teamwork is needed. So teamwork is essential when you play this, especially when it comes to like map positions. To win domination, or to play domination the correct way, and I see a lot of people not doing this, when you play domination, you only need 2 flags. And there is a reason for it. If you have, say, A and B, let's take this map hijack, A and B, okay? We have A and B, and they have C. If we go ahead and cap C, then they have no actual set spawn point. And that means they can spawn all over the place, which means that they could spawn either an A, or around B, or around C. And it could just be everyone all over the place, and which means that they could cap A, and they could cap B, and we could be left with 1 flag, and it's turned on us. So if you don't do the triple cap, and you'll see it on this, the enemies are just going to keep coming from C. You've got them locked down in that spawn as such, and when you've got someone locked down in a spawn, that's how you effectively play domination, because you're keeping them off the rest of the flags. So it is important that you only have 2 flags when you play domination. And the 4th thing, which I've already mentioned, map control is needed. And it's vital. I mean, if there's one part of the map that's not being covered, then the enemy's just going to slip through, and you're not going to have the whole game locked down. You're just going to get killed all the time. You're just going to end up losing all the flags. That's if the team are playing the objective. So it's important that you have an objective mind to this game. So map control is needed. So positioning yourself around the map and preventing the enemy from getting to the flags. So this is sort of like the basics, small basics that you can expect to know before we go into these map breakdowns. And every single map breakdown, I'm going to put a little notice at the beginning for those of you that have missed this video, you know, just to let you guys know what to expect with this series. So that's what to expect with this series. Just a couple of basics here today. Expect the actual series on Aftermath to start off with, starting roughly either this week or maybe next week. It's going to take a lot of editing, so it's not going to be every single day. It might be once a week, it might be once every 2 weeks, I'm not sure. So let me know what you think, and if it's well received and a lot of people are liking it, a lot of people are seeing this, then I will do it more frequently. But at the moment, with how my channel's going, I'm not trying to rush things out at the moment, because it depends on the views. If there's not a lot of views, then there's not so much need for rushing it out. But if people are enjoying it, I'll pump out all the content as best I can. And also I want to mention another series I'm doing, and it's also again for Black Ops 2, and this is going to be called Is It Worth a Pick 10 Slot? And this is about just creator classes. It's not just about game modes or maps or anything, just about the creator class. And I'm going to go through every single piece of equipment, every single gun, every single attachment, anything that you can get in the Pick 10 creator class. I'm going to be covering in a number of episodes or a number of videos, talking about whether it's a good thing to use a point on, whether it's not so good, what kind of rating do I give it, is it useful, what kind of situations would it be useful in, and so on and so forth. So the first video you would expect from that will be on the Reflex site, and I've done a little bit on that, but I'm going to be pumping out the Domination Breakdown on Aftermath first, and then following on from that, you'll have the not Domination Breakdown, you'll have the Is It Worth a Pick 10 slot, talking about the Reflex site. So that's sort of what you can expect from my channel. So what I'm thinking just off the fly now is I upload Domination Breakdown, say 1 week, and then the next video will be Is It Worth a Pick 10 slot, and then go back to the Domination Breakdown and so forth. So guys, I hope you enjoy the commentary, quick update on what the series is going to be, and note on the gameplay, it's not the most amazing gameplay, it's not like a high scoring KD game. This is more about the objective and the amount of score that I got in this game. I think I got over 8,000 score. But I didn't get like an amazing KD, and that's what your focus should be when you play Domination. Is look, I want to get the win, and I want to get a good amount of score, and I want to, you know, cap as many flags as I can, but maintain a good lead against the enemy. So, I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. Stand by for the new series, hopefully next week, and please rate, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.